Hi, this is Asian Nation and welcome back to my channel. So today's video we're talking about the list of BL dramas and movies in South Korea. Unfortunately, there are not many BL Korean dramas. If you're especially looking for some Korean boy love dramas, you must to add to your watch list. We've compiled a list of some of the best Korean boy love dramas, so first let me start with for Korean movies. Without further ado, let's get right into video. Eclipse. Just a little note, it is not BL, it's more of bromance. Eclipse is a teen crime drama movie. A new school student needs some money, he's friends with a local student who works at a bar and gets a job at a bar. The bar is a conduit for drugs and prostitution, and the newbie is trying to work with her. The new guy is more timid and a little worried about the ethics behind what he's doing, while the local student is described as having a tough upbringing and nowhere to turn to. The story was so good that I can't describe how good it was. I loved acting so much, especially Choi Tae-joon, that he was amazing. I also loved the way the story tracked the relationship between them. I love the movie, it's just the end, it's so heartbreaking, and I'm still crying over the wish they both meet together, and their story goes on with happiness, and they stay together as I wish, but I also learned from the movie, that everyone has their own story, regret and some stories, and some people die. Method. Method is quite strong and mature and has a big bite to digest. I didn't expect this to happen when I first heard about it, and even though the trailer showed some teasers about how this movie was going to be. But I'm still very happy that I've watched it. The story has been awesome. The end didn't really go for my taste, but I liked it better than expected, let's say it fits the movie well. While you start thinking, will this movie really be interesting? Characters suck you into their lives and feelings, and you can't stop watching until you know what's going to happen. For the casting, a big salute to this two-person Oh Seung-hoon as Yang-woo and Park Sun-woong as JHA for having the courage to take on those roles, especially Park Sun-woong as a well-known and popular actor, is in this film, and it's not just made by newbies or so. This gives this kind of mature film a more serious and experienced feeling that I love. Method is a piece of art where everything has been neatly put together. It's definitely interesting, although I suppose not to everyone's taste, and I think all the parts fit so well together that it's nice to watch even if it's pretty dark. I definitely recommend people to watch this movie as it is worth watching. As If You Whisper. As If You Whisper is a short Korean movie released by Rockberry in 2019. It's about the main couple, Byeom-soo and Hyun-woo. Byeom-soo is an aspiring singer who, despite his talents as a musician, is stuck with vocal guides. Then he meets Hyun-woo, a man who's been watching him for a while. Although the story is not just about romance, I think the happy ending combined with Byeom-soo's self-realization is such a healthy completion. It would have been easy to make this a sad end, but they didn't. Overall, I enjoyed watching this, I thought it was well done. The actors did a good job with their parts. This short film was only 42 minutes long, but it still told the story beautifully in my opinion. There's just something really appealing about how simple this entire production was. The music is great, and the actor has worked hard to record it himself. Altogether, it's just a very solid, inspiring production. I really recommend you do the same if you can. Please try to watching this on Vimeo. For the BL drama. Long Time No See. Long Time No See absolutely blew away all my expectations. This 2017 series has only 5 episodes, which is a bit of a bummer because the premise is fun. Two hitmen end up falling in love with each other, but neither knows the identity of the other. This leads to drama both in their relationship and in their work. The story was cliché, especially mob related, so basically I adored it. For the acting and cast, I'm not going to lie, I didn't expect much for a small studio film. The acting, but I was totally blown away. The actors are unbelievable and create such dynamic characters on their own through facial expressions. And lastly, the music for the action scenes were perfect for creating a high-intensity environment, as well. I recommend to all of guys to watch if you didn't. The Boy Next Door. The Boy Next Door have a 15-episode South Korean drama that was inspired by a popular webtoon. Each episode of the drama that you can watch on streaming sites, but now it's free to watch Dingo's official YouTube channel. The Boy Next Door is the perfect drama just because the script made super short episodes of interest. Then the script leaves the meaning of BL in the air to be grasped by all of us. I enjoyed this mini drama so much, especially the acting because it was so good and the story was really hilarious. This is the perfect short show where there's no worry or trouble, just funny situations that allow you to follow suit. Where Your Eyes Linger. Where Your Eyes Linger is a precarious teen romance that touches on the friendship between two 18-year-old high school students, Taeju and Kook. Taeju is the only heir to the Chaebol family with an unpredictable personality that many see as a member of the royal family. The role is played by Han Ji-shin, who made his first appearance as a Fantagio music trainee on NIT's Produce X101. There are 9 episodes, 10 minutes each, 2 heartthrobs, both boys' classmates, played by handsome, talented actors, layered personalities, plot with enough depth, suited to high school settings. All of these elements blend in beautifully to jam-pack the 10 minutes episodes with the sweet moments. If you're looking for a good BL to watch, this one is worth a shot. Personally, I loved this series and waited for new episodes every week to see the previous episodes multiple times every day. The production, the acting, the casting, the storyline all the way to the music, it's just perfect. The director and story writer has done a great job in conveying Taeju and Kook's story in 8 short episodes. I hope that Korean audiences like it, and we're getting a lot more amazing BLs from South Korea. Wish You, Your Melody from My Heart. Wish You, Your Melody from My Heart is like the others. This is an 8-episode series with every episode about 10 minutes long. The whole length of the series is as long as a movie, so some were cut short but still has good storylines. I really like the overall plot of the series. I liked how the BL drama produced in Korea has its own unique plot that is different from each other. The production and cinematography of this are good, given the fact that it came from a country where a lot of good and top-tier series are produced. The acting and cast was okay to me, especially Sang-yi and In's really cute and he fits the role perfectly. Both leads can act and give life to their characters. Their chemistry is okay for me. I would like to see more emotion between them, but nonetheless, the actors are great. The cinematography, the acting, and the storyline have been good since it was produced in Korea. This series is good, and I enjoyed it overall. Mr. Heart. Mr. Heart is a South Korean BL web drama that aired in September 2020. It's the story of Jin-won and Sang-ha. Jin-won is a marathon runner and a student at the University of Mihak. He's well known for his long-distance running skills, but he's recently found himself in a slump. Sang-ha is the opposite of Jin-won. Also a student at the same university, Sang-ha specializes in short-distance running. Although he feels like things don't go his way, he always finds a reason to smile. If you're looking for a short, light-hearted BL drama full of fluff and a bunch of cute, this is the only one for you. I loved the development of the relationship between Jin-won and Sunga. It felt really natural to me to see Jin-won slowly realize that what he was feeling for Sunga was love after getting to know him and realizing that Sunga had been silently supporting him for so long. The leads have good chemistry, and both of them are so adorable. The storyline wasn't that deep, but obviously romance was the main focus, and the music was also pleasing. I found myself being attached to the characters, smiling on the screen all the time. Color Rush. Color Rush is the monochromatic story of Yeonwoo, a person with a neurological color blindness. Like other monos, he lives in a colorless world unless he meets his probe. Probes are a type of soulmate color, the one person in the world who can bring color to the lives of the monos with whom they are connected. For Yeonwoo, his probe is Yuhan, a K-pop idol trainee who goes to the same school where Yeonwoo moves. Set against the enigmatic backdrop of Yeonwoo's mother's disappearance, Color Rush is a mystery romance with a touch of destiny. The plot is well paced, and I really liked the end, teary-eyed. The series is cute and fluffy, but there are some dark themes in it in later episodes, but nevertheless, I got hooked up with the story as it was my first time to watch this kind of drama. Overall, the story is a very good one, and I liked how entertaining it was. The actors together had great chemistry. They really did a wonderful job bringing the characters Yeonwoo and Yeohan to life. But in particular, Yeojun. He really did a wonderful job with the emotional scenes, and when he fell to the ground after losing color when Yeohan left. The OSTs are just lovely. When they were going to play in the background, it hit me in the feeling. Overall, this drama is very good, and I loved it from the beginning to the end, but I just wish it was longer so that it could explain some of the parts that I think are important to the plot. I'm really happy that the drama is getting so much attention and love. Definitely recommend if you haven't been watching it. We know that there are not many Korean BL dramas, but Korea is starting to make BL as a main genre. I think it's very good. To be honest, it was very difficult to rank these BL series because some of them are just as good. I've watched all these series, and I highly recommend that you watch them, too, if you're in BL. That's all for today's video and those other list of BL dramas and movies in South Korea 2016 to 2020. If you think there are other BL series or movies that deserve to be on this list, please mention the title in the comment section below. I would love to hear your opinion. Thank you.